The Toyota RAV4, the brand's current generation mid-sized SUV, made a clean break with its more than 25 years of history when it went on sale in the UK at the beginning of 2019. Its dimensions changed only slightly, becoming one of few new cars to become shorter at the curb than its immediate predecessor. While buyers in other markets can buy conventional petrol engine versions of the car, then, in the UK the RAV4 comes with a 2.5-litre, 4-cylinder, atmospheric petrol engine and a combination of electric motors, depending on what version you opt for. Both front-wheel drive and four-wheel drive are available. Entry-level cars offer 215 bhp and front-wheel drive, while hybrid AWD models come with power increased slightly to 219 bhp, because they add a second electric drive motor for the rear axle. It's the range-topping RAV4 PHEV that we've elected to test, though, whose more powerful electric motors and drive battery combine with its combustion engine to produce up to 302 bhp, which is enough to get your attention. Toyota clearly set out to make an impact with this daring-looking 5th-generation RAV4. While it doesn't have the plunging roofline or slimline features of the smaller Toyota CHR crossover, there are much bolder lines and more chiseled features on display here than previous generations have had. Underneath the body panels, the car's new all-steel model platform and chassis brings greater torsional rigidity, a lower center of gravity and double wishbone rear suspension, all of which promise improved handling. Both the bonnet line and driver's seat are 15 mm lower than in the 4th-generation RAV4, while the glasshouse is larger than before, boosting visibility all round. The car's electromechanical power steering system is now rack rather than column mounted, while road-biased summer tires replace the all-weather type fitted to the previous generation car. In the case of four-wheel drive cars, a second electric motor drives the rear axle directly with up to 54 bhp, although total system power outputs for the front-driven hybrid and four-wheel drive hybrid AWD are only 215 and 219 bhp respectively. Featuring so much electrification, the RAV4 might never have been taken for a particularly lightweight member of the SUV set, but entry-level front-driven cars can actually weigh in at less than 1,600 kilograms according to Toyota's claims. A plug-in hybrid is nearly 300 kilograms heavier than a like-for-like, all-wheel drive regular hybrid, however. Our PHEV test car weighed in at 1,949 kilograms in running order and with fuel on board, but that fell well within Toyota's claimed curb weight range for it. It's plainly not light. Allowing for the car's good-sized 18.1 kilowatt-hours drive battery though, it might actually qualify for quiet praise against a backdrop of PHEV SUVs which almost universally weigh more than 2 tons. Access is easy too, and the seats are comfortable, while the good-sized boot offers more than 500 liters of loading volume below the tonneau cover, rising to more than 1,600 up to the roof with the seats folded. There's a little bit more cargo space still in a regular hybrid than in a PHEV, and the latter doesn't have room for a spare wheel where the former does, but still offers plenty of versatility. There can't be an awful lot wrong with the performance of a near 2-ton SUV that'll knock over the 0 to 60 miles per hour dash in less than 6 seconds, but that also stands ready to really impress you for its real-world running efficiency, whether you charge it regularly or not. Broadly speaking, that's the prospect that the RAV4 PHEV offers. It has commendable refinement and isolation too, and mostly good drivability and flexibility as it accelerates. Under wide throttle applications you're aware of just a little bit of the rubber band effect of hybrid Toyotas of old, but mostly you'll be too busy marveling at a car of this size that can mix it with hot hatchbacks as it zips away from rest. The characteristics of the car's electric motors and transmission make it feel punchier when pulling away from town speeds than when overtaking around the national speed limit, but there's still plenty of urgency left under your foot for assertive motorway driving. Making brisk progress isn't really what this car feels best suited to once you're used to its outright capabilities, however. You can sharpen its pedal calibration by selecting the sportier driving modes, but you still have to get quite a long way into the accelerator, and make the engine do its impression of either an, admittedly distant, outboard motor or a hard-working 3-speed food mixer, to get the car really moving. Driving it more reservedly and responsibly is generally more satisfying. Do that and this car is a relaxing, efficient, comfortable and very pleasant family conveyance. It starts in electric mode when there's charge in the battery pack, but can also be driven in HV, battery hold, charge, battery charge, and auto F/HV modes, in which it deploys electric power and regulates battery condition automatically. There's also a trail mode for loose surfaces. Whichever mode you've chosen, you'll find the engine starts and stops very unobtrusively indeed, and there's always plenty of urge under your foot in typical give and take motoring. Toyota could really only improve drivability in two ways. Firstly, by giving you finer control of brake energy regeneration in electric mode via the car's shift pedals, allowing you to coast when the road's clear, and then to blend battery regen up only when it's needed so as to boost rolling efficiency. There isn't even a B transmission mode here. And secondly, by delivering a better and more intuitive feeling brake pedal. As it is, the RAV4's brake pedal feels mushy, then grabby, as it trades motor regen for friction braking, and annoyingly it seems to get worse the harder you drive the car and the more you need of it.